You never get bored with your parents, you never get bored with your siblings, you never get bored with your friends, but why do you get bored with your wife or your husband? Hi everyone, I'm back again. This is Dr. Priya Rohan. I'm a mental health specialist and a clinical hypnotherapist. So today again I am here with a question and answer session. So again I got a question from one of my YouTube follower, and today's question is very interesting. Many people has the similar kind of questions, and the suggestive talk I'll do or the talk therapy session can help many people. So now I'll be reading the question as I do every time. So after that I'll get into the video. I'm not taking his name. He wrote me, "Hello doctor, I'm 35-year-old. I'm married for 10 years. Me and my wife had a courtship for about 5 years before marriage. Nowadays, we fight a lot over trivial issues, and I find her less attractive these days. I have a feeling she also doesn't like me anymore. We are arguing these days over divorce and kids and custody. She's the mother of my 3 beautiful kids. I loved her very much back then. I don't know how to get back her love and save this marriage. Please help me." This is an interesting question. I think this question has a lot of importance, it will help many people. The talk therapy session I'll do today with this question, it will help many people, because many people face this kind of problem. They can't tell, they keep it inside. Mainly the marriages faces problems every time because they can't talk about it. So I think the talk therapy session might help many people. So please stay with me and go through the video without skipping it. So yeah, what I suggest in this question, that you have to understand that when you're marrying someone, you expect so much thing from that person, from your spouse. Like you always expect a romantic relationship in a marriage. You never get bored with your parents, you never get bored with your siblings, you never get bored with your friends, but why do you get bored with your wife or your husband? Because you expect, when you at the time of courtship, you always see that romantic and cheesy relationship kind of thing every time. So somehow inside your mind you develop and that anticipation that marriages are always fun, full of romances and blah blah blah, the other good stuff. But is it always right? It's not right, because you are marrying a human being. So human beings have ups and downs, they have mood disorder, they might feel good sometime, they might feel bad sometime, they might feel less attractive. So your question, I would say, it is very practical. It's nothing, it's just not your problem. People face this kind of problem in the longer marriages, the commitment. If you think as a human being that I am married to another human being, you will not only expect the good things from her or from your spouse. You have to understand basic, that necessities of marriage, basic necessities of commitment, because you can't change every time. You can't get married every time and change your spouse and look for the happiness, because that is not the right way of finding happiness. It's like I won't tell you to adjust, because adjusting is bad thing. Adjusting is like you are compromising your thoughts. I would say, when you love, you told me that you loved her back then. I don't understand what's the meaning of that, because when you love someone, you cannot unlove it. That's very difficult. You cannot unlove your parents because you love them. You love your siblings, as I told, like you love your friends. So you never get bored of them. You stay with your parents for a longer time, but you never get bored. You stay with your siblings, you never get bored. But why? Why with a wife you are getting bored, or you're feeling less attractive just because you're having 3 kids? So first you have to understand the steps of life. You are married for 10 years. When you were younger, you had a different kind of life. You all saw that romance and all this, the good stuff around you. So when you accept and acknowledge your position inside your life, you look through inside your life, you will understand that through age, when you grow up, you become mature, your expectations should change according to that. It's not good only expecting from your spouse. You need to be ready to give her also, to give your spouse from your side. You are saying you also don't know whether she is interested in you or not. So I would congratulate you that you have even thought of her part. It's no one thinks like that. So it shows the human being you are. So that's a very good question, you know. You need to find out whether she has the same feeling for you or not. So when you change yourself, changing means, I'm not saying, you know, literally you change yourself, changing your expectations, acknowledging and appreciating your life for what you have. You are staying with a person and that person is staying with you without having that blood relation. You just know her for almost 15 years, right? So it's just a 15 years of your life and you stay with this person. So you need to be ready to love her unconditionally, to, you know, give your best part towards your marriage. When you give your best, when you make your mind busy to give your best towards the marriage, you understand the necessity of a married life. And love is a very, you know, fragile, but it's a beautiful thing one can experience. So when you fall in love with the same partner again and again, your marriages are, you know, forever. You're happy forever. And the question is now how to fall in love with the same person again and again. So now you have to understand, when you love a person, do you use your brain or your heart? So if you are ready to love someone, that means you're opening the door of your heart. So when you find for your, you know, that partner, before your marriage, you open the door of your heart for your partner. You look for, you know, the best person. So the same way, after marriage also, you have to keep your heart doors open for your partner. Accept her, acknowledge her as a human being. Maybe she has put on some weight after the kids, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. Still, she is the same person you loved. She has the same heart you loved. When you give something, don't expect to take back. When you give something, give in the form of, you know, giving, without expecting anything. And you know, every action has that opposite and equal reaction. When you give unconditionally to your wife, she will also give you unconditionally. That's the law of universe. That's how everything is there. It's not just my talks. Every action has an opposite and equal reaction. It's a Newton's third law. That's how the universe works. So be ready yourself. And you have to think some of the points. If you leave your wife, if you get married to someone else, after 10 years also, you will feel the same. So when you look back and think each and every romantic moment, each and every good moment you have spent with your wife, your memory will be activating with the good thoughts, good neurotransmitters. And have it ever occurred in your mind, like when you watch a good romantic movies, you feel really good. When you see romantic scenes, you always compare yourself with other people. It happens with everyone, you know. We feel really happy when we see some, you know, good movies and we read some good romantic books. Why it happens? Because we're reading someone's life. So you can do the same thing with your life. Write it down. All the romantic moments, all the good moments you have spent with your wife. So when you will write down and look back, automatically the happy neurotransmitters will be releasing. So you'll be happy. And when you can be satisfied with your own life through looking at your best pictures, like your best memories, nothing can make you, you know, get away of the marriage. And you, obviously you have a feeling for your wife. That's the reason you want to keep these marriages. You have 3 beautiful kids because that's a, you know, they're the product of your love. The love, once you loved her, and you think that once you loved her, if you open your heart's door, you can still feel that you love her. It's just about realizing, you know, just change your perception, look at the marriage in a different way. You can save the marriage. Not only save the marriage, you can be happy forever. That's how the long marriages stays. Because, you know, earlier days, there were less divorce, less, you know, this understanding problems. Because earlier, even our elders, all the, you know, elder generations, they were happy in marriage. They loved each other because they had no other option, you know. They had no other option. They didn't know how to divorce and, you know, they didn't know that I can leave my wife just like that. So they fought, they stayed back, they loved each other, and they created beautiful memories. Like our grandparents, they created beautiful memories, they created us. So why can't you do that? I know that there is stress, there are many things involved, but it's just about changing the perceptions. If you can write to me, you can write it to yourself. Write down all the beautiful memories and take care of your marriage. And let me know after my video, after you watch my videos, how are you feeling? And do write to me. I would love to know your feedback. And thank you so much once again for sending me this question, for trusting me. I hope this talk therapy session saves your marriage. Not only saves your marriage, makes your marriage extremely happy, beautiful, and forever. And all the best to your family, to your kids, to your wife as well. As you know the drill, subscribe my channel, like my channel, and please do share my videos so I get more motivated to bring new videos, to bring new talk therapy sessions out of my this busy schedule. So yeah, thank you everyone, and tata. Please subscribe and like my channel. I wish to come soon with another talk therapy sessions. Love you.